Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. We have probably one of the strongest super EZAs in the game right now in EZA INT Buuhan. He is rainbowed from all those years ago, so his potential system hasn't been touched for a while, might need to go over that. He is almost level 10 links. For some reason, these last 4 links, annoyingly one of them being big bad bosses, just doesn't want to budge to 10. So not quite max links just yet, so we might have to revisit this. He does have a 553k attack stat, 260k defense. We do have him next to EZA Buuhan. I have gone with the team with the way I've gone with it, just because I don't want to have a full Boo team and just constantly heal, because we do still need to lose, I think like 4% HP? Yeah, no, 2% HP to get big bad bosses active, and they'll just end up recouping all of that. So Buuhan is starting with 200% attack and defense, does change tech key spheres to rainbow key spheres, and for every key sphere he obtains, he gets a whopping 40% attack, 30% defense. So we're going to get 7 key spheres here. So that's a total of 280% attack, 210% defense, on a 1.3 million attack stat already, and that's without big bad bosses. And he has a guaranteed additional super. He will also recover 15% HP at the end of turn, which coupled with all of the Boo units is a ton of healing. 27.8 million attack stat. That's with 7 key spheres and a guaranteed additional. And 2 massive 21 million crits. Already, I know he's insane. I mean, before he dropped, I knew he was going to be insane. If you get 12 or more key, which is pretty much guaranteed, so you can super attack, he'll get an extra 200% attack and defense. Starting from the 5th turn, he'll then change key spheres of a certain type, tech excluded, to int key spheres, which actually kind of helps because Dokkan Buuhan needs tech key spheres. So that's actually kind of a good thing. Then he'll also gain 12,000 HP as well on top of the healing he already has as a percentage, but he'll gain 12,000 HP for every key sphere obtained, which is obviously very nice. And then for every rainbow key sphere he picks up, and considering he is a rainbow orb changer, he will then also get a chance to crit by 33% and damage reduction by 22% up to 66%. So all you would need to do is pick up 3 rainbow orbs and he has his full 66% damage reduction. So Buuhan, not only is he doing big damage and has the potential to do, well, even more than what we've seen and have a ton of defense, defensively, he's very solid as well, and he already slots onto quite a stacked team. You know, if you have all of the extreme margin Boo Saga units, well, mainly the Boo units, you have options. Depending on who you're facing, you can use LR Super Boo. There's Tech Buuhan, you run dual of those. You have 2 domains, which Buuhan benefits from. Not only that, there is Super EZA Kid Boo with his great support. There's Strength EZA Kid Boo, who's one of the most OP EZAs in the entire game. Fat Boo, while not as good as, say, the rest, is still a very good unit because of his stacking, but more importantly, his active skill and his revival. EZA Buuhan just keeps living because of all of these margin Boo Saga buffs. So you really do have options. There's also EZA Tech Exchange Boo, who's still very good as well. But with Super EZA Kid Boo support, he's on a 650k attack stat, 306k defense. That's before we've even picked up an orb. So again, we're getting 7 key spheres, we're getting 4 rainbow key spheres. So we've got the full amount of damage reduction, so he can actually somewhat, probably depending on who you're facing, somewhat go in slot 1 on some instances. And then because we're facing a superclass enemy, 30 mil, just like that is crazy. And when there's a superclass enemy, he does gain 100% attack and defense extra. And all allies will gain key +3 and attack +30%. So not only do we have Kid Boo support, and then also the potential of a domain or 2 if we're running 2 tech Buuhans, you then have his support when you're facing a superclass enemy, and then his support when he's facing an extreme class enemy, which is attack and defense by 50% for himself, and all allies key +2 and attack plus 20%. So regardless of what event you're doing in the game, whether it's, you know, Supreme Magnificent Battle, Red Zone, Buuhan, and to be fair, so does Super Vegito, they both have something. They both has something where they will benefit from facing a super class enemy and then benefit from facing an extreme class enemy. So they have something for kind of every event in the game, whether it's heavily extreme based or heavily super based. Sure, one or the other isn't going to be giving as much and be gaining as much attack and defense, but it's there. So I do like that a lot. And it's not like you miss out on a lot either. 50% attack and defense, yeah, you might notice, but in terms of the support, you're only missing out on one key and 10% attack when it comes to Buuhan, between it facing a super class enemy and an extreme class enemy. So not only is he obviously very good, like I do think he's better out of the two. I know I haven't used Super Vegito yet, but I know he's going to be insane next to Tech Super Vegito now. But the other good thing is how good of a well-cohesive team INT Buuhan slots into. As I said, you've got EZA Buuhan, you have Tech Buuhan, that's 2 domains, Super EZA Kid Buu with support. You have options as well, and it's so easy to link all of these units together. But the fact we've literally picked up, what, 7 key spheres, 2 turns running, nothing more. And he's doing, what, 27, 28 million attack stats. Kid Buu support, he's doing 30. We don't even have the domain up yet. We haven't seen what he can do past 7 key spheres. So I'm definitely impressed. Definitely impressed, because he's doing extremely well. Now we're starting to take some damage, which means we can get big bad bosses active. I purposely missed out on the orb so we could get it. And then not only that, we could also have the domain active as well. Perfect. Perfect. So with just big bad bosses, no support, 622k attack stat, 293 in terms of defense. Let's get the domain out. So with the domain support and also big bad bosses now being active, we are now looking at, and don't forget, Buuhan is supporting Super Buu and Buuhan as well. He's now up to an 829k attack stat, 403k defense. We're almost perfectly linked up. And that is without picking up a single key sphere. So let's give him some. We can, again, we can only get him 7. We can't actually get him that many rainbow key spheres, unfortunately. But we can only get him 7. Which, fun enough, loses us big bad bosses. But at least we got to see where his attack and defense would have been at. And what's he putting out with the domain? 36.2 million. So with big bad bosses, if I had to take a guess, honestly, the amount of crit damage Buuhan can do and how easy it is to get so much crit is actually ridiculous. But with big bad bosses, you're probably looking in the realms of 40 mil. I reckon with the extra attack and defense of what, 25% the big bad bosses gives, 25%, you're probably looking at 40 mil or very close to being 40 mil. Kind of annoying that even with less healers on the team, we're kind of struggling to get big bad bosses active. If only big bad bosses was one of the links that actually got to level 10, wouldn't be an issue. But, you know, those 4 links, as I said, wanted to be really stubborn. I still wanted to get the video out, so I've decided to just do it. But with big bad bosses active, if I had to guess, you're looking at like 40 mil with the domain active. And that's not even like we're doing anything special for Buuhan to do like 40 mil or near to 40 mil. All that is him linked up with one of the standard 2 units you're going to be running him with. And again, that's without big bad bosses. But one of the units you're going to be running him next to, which is EZA Fizz Buuhan or Tech Buuhan, and having Buuhan's domain active, that's no extra support. That's no Super EZA Kid Buu support. Nothing of the sort. That is literally just a standard rotation with Tech Buuhan's domain active. And he's doing close to a 40 mil attack stat. That's honestly ridiculous. The fact he can do that is ridiculous. And we're talking like 36 to 40 million, depending on if Big Bad Bosses is active, with a lot of crit chance as well. which is why he's doing so much damage. So whatever these new events are, Buuhan is going to melt the hell HP bars. Ooh, we do actually... See, the annoying thing is, right? We're on 94% HP. We have big bad bosses active. This is exactly what we want. But the only key spheres we can line up to are int key spheres. And even though there's only 2 int key spheres, we're probably going to recoup enough HP from those to take us back up to 98% HP. That's only 4%. If I put him in slot 1, he's probably going to do too much damage. And then if I put him in slot 1, he's definitely going to do too much damage. I mean, I might have to take the risk. Because we're getting less key than what we've got. We're still only getting... Okay, no, we can get strength key spheres. So we're getting 3 rainbow key spheres, which means crit. But this is only 5. See, look, we still recoup too much HP. We still recouped too much HP. I need Goku to, like, super attack Super Buu, and hopefully it does enough damage to take us down. I mean, we're on 99% as it is. As long as he doesn't get the kill, which he hasn't really super attacked as Super Buu, we might be okay. I never usually say this, but don't get the extra additional. Just stop at 2, or stop at 2 super attacks. Please? No? That's fine. That's fine. I mean, if INT Buuhan is putting out 36 million attacks that without big bad bosses, as I said, you're looking at around 40 mil with a domain active with it, and then with Super EZA Kid Buu next to him, you're looking at over 40 mil with a ton of crit chance. He is going to shred enemy HP bars in any of the new content and Goku and Frieza. Honestly, Majin Buu Saga has literally been buffed for like the last 3 months. You're looking at the 2 SSJ2 EZAs, you got LRSSJ2 Angel Vegeta, there's EZA Strength Kid Buu, EZA SSJ3 Fizz Goku, Tech Buuhan, even the anniversary. This category is forever buffed, and these 2 Super EZAs, especially with INT Buuhan, are another amazing set of units to already be added to a stacked category. It's crazy because Buuhan is somewhat keeping pace with the anniversary units numbers. I know he's rainbowed, I know he's got a Super EZA, but these are like the meta shift. They are the meta change, and he's keeping pace. He's doing the same, if not more amounts of damage than them, and you can do it with very little effort. As I said, that's a standard rotation for him. Having a domain active with Tech Buuhan is standard for him. That's without big bad bosses. Because of how much attack and defense you get for every key sphere, and he's an orb changer, for very little to no effort, you've got his crit chance, you've got all of his damage reduction, and you're putting out numbers like that. Yeah, he is easily one of the best EZAs in the game, and definitely the best Super EZAs in the game, hands down. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and post.